Kevin Fox did something to my child. Of course, you know, you have to say alleged, but as a mother, I knew all along that he did something to my child.
To be honest with you, my body's been numb ever since I've received this phone call. We was hoping for the best, but now we've heard the worst.
It's 2:25 in the morning. A woman is walking into a parking garage in Houston, Texas. She is 23 years old. She is 8 months pregnant, and she is never coming back. 6 days later, they find her body in that park. But here's what makes this case different from everything you've heard before. The man who did this had already been arrested for hurting her once. He had already pleaded guilty. He had already been sentenced. And then the system let him walk free. This is the story of Ashanti Allen. A story about what happens when warning signs get filed away instead of acted on. About a young woman who kept secrets to protect the people she loved. And about the moment those secrets became fatal. Let's start 6 days before the body is found, because that's when the story actually begins. April 10th, 2026, early morning, Houston. Trisa Gaines Colbert is Ashanti's mother. She wakes up and picks up her phone. There's a text from her daughter. "I am leaving, not coming back." Trisa stares at it. Something is wrong. Not because mothers always sense danger, but because she knows her daughter. Ashanti doesn't text like that. Ashanti doesn't vanish. She has a high-risk pregnancy. She has prenatal appointments. She has a nursery she's been setting up piece by piece. She has a baby boy on the way. She has already named him Jackson. You don't send a text like that and walk away from a crib you just built. Trisa drives to Ashanti's apartment complex near Main Street and NRG Stadium. The door is unlocked. She walks in. The crib is there, the baby shoes, the little folded onesies. All of it's still there, like Ashanti just stepped out. Except the purse is on the floor, emptied out, wallet gone, ID gone, debit card gone. And the car is missing. Trisa calls 911. Then she makes another call to the one person she's already sure is involved. The father of Ashanti's baby. A 24-year-old man named Kevin Foe. He doesn't answer. That's the first red flag of many.
You were the only suspect. You are the only suspect. You have nowhere to hide. Be a man and come forward.
But not the last. Not even close. Before we go further, you need to know Ashanti. Because cases like this have a way of reducing women to their worst moment. A missing poster, a crime scene, a statistic. Ashanti Allen was not a statistic. She was 23, quiet but warm, the kind of person who listened more than she talked. Her father, Edward, describes her as kind, deeply, genuinely kind.
Yeah, she was sweet. I mean, she went to community college, got a degree, and she was working for Ben Taub Hospital. She loved her job. She was doing good. She was great. She's 23 years old. She had a career, got pregnant, first baby. She was excited about that.
She was weeks away from holding Jackson for the first time.
Being pregnant 8 months with my first grandson, I can't even imagine. I can't even tell you how I feel. My body is just completely numb. I don't think I even processed the fact that my daughter is gone.
And here is the thing about Ashanti that matters most for this story. She protected the people she loved, even from the truth. Whatever was happening in her relationship with Kevin Foe, she had kept it to herself. Her mother didn't know, her father didn't know, her sister didn't know. She had been carrying something very heavy, alone. Her father, standing outside the park where they'd find her body, said it in the simplest way. She was my baby girl, and she had my only baby grandson.
But I know it's gonna hit me hard. 'cause I love my baby girl. She was my only girl, my baby girl, and then she had my only baby grandson. So right now, and her life was going somewhere. It was going somewhere until, unfortunately,
He couldn't finish the sentence. There are things we still don't fully know about what Ashanti was thinking in those final hours, whether she was afraid, whether she saw it coming, whether she said a prayer. What we do know is what the cameras saw. Here is the security footage timeline. Pay attention to these numbers. 2:22 a.m., April 10th. Someone uses Ashanti's resident app to unlock a door at her apartment complex. 2:25 a.m. Ashanti appears on camera. She's walking into the parking garage. She is not alone. Kevin Foe is right beside her. 2:25 a.m. Her car pulls out of the garage. That is the last time Ashanti Allen appears on surveillance camera. Now hold that image for a second. 2:25 in the morning, 8 months pregnant, walking out with a man into the dark. Was she scared? Was she going willingly? Did she think she'd be back in an hour? We don't know, we can't know. What we know is what happened 56 minutes later. 3:21 a.m., a park camera near Chimney Rock Road captures something. A figure matching Kevin Foe's clothing, dragging something to the edge of the bayou. Less than 1 hour after Ashanti walked out of that garage, she was already there, in the dark, in the mud, by the water. 6 days would pass before anyone found her. 6 days. And in those 6 days, Kevin Foe had a plan. Let me show you how a guilty person behaves. April 10th, same night, Ashanti's brother is trying to find his sister. He does what any desperate family member would do. He tracks her phone. The signal comes back. It's pinging from Kevin Foe's mother's house. Foe's mother calls him, asks him to explain. His answer: I haven't seen Ashanti in about a week. I don't know why her phone is there. No panic, no oh my god, is she okay? No, let me help you look for her. At 10:38 that night, Houston police find Ashanti's car. Right there, parked next to Kevin Foe's mother's house. They question Foe. He gives conflicting stories. His timeline doesn't hold together. Investigators note the inconsistencies. But they can't arrest him yet, not without more. And Foe knows that. Because while investigators are writing their notes, Kevin Foe is already gone. 5 in the morning on April 12th, he shows up at a woman's house, someone he'd been talking to online. He arrives out of nowhere in the middle of the night, and the first words out of his mouth are, "I'm involved in a missing persons case in Houston. My baby mama, don't look it up." He tells her, "Don't search for this." She searches for it. She sees Ashanti's face on the news. She sees the headlines, and then she notices something she can't unsee. Kevin Foe is using Ashanti's debit card. She calls the police on April 14th. A stranger in another state who had known Kevin Foe for 5 minutes. She trusted her gut. And that phone call changed everything. Here's where the story gets even harder. Because what investigators started piecing together wasn't just a missing persons case. It was the end of a longer story. One that Ashanti's family was only now learning for the first time. Kevin Foe had done this before. Court records, September 2025, 7 months before Ashanti disappeared. Kevin Foe is arrested, charged with assault of a family member. The victim, Ashanti Allen. He pleaded guilty. February 2026, 2 months before she vanished, he was sentenced to 143 days in jail. He served his time. He walked out and walked right back into her life. Ashanti's family found out about none of this until after she was gone. She had never told them, not her mother, not her father, not her sister. Her sister stood at a vigil at the same park where her body was found and said it quietly. When Ashanti went missing and we were talking to detectives, that's when we found out about all the cases. We just wish she would have let us know. There's no blame in that sentence. There's only grief. The kind that comes from learning the full picture 6 days too late. She had already survived him once. She didn't survive the second time. April 15th, a city employee is doing routine work at Edgewood Park. They find a phone on the ground. It's Ashanti's. Investigators pull the GPS history. The data shows prior coordinates near Chimney Rock Park, 4 miles away. They know where to look now. The next morning, April 16th, Texas ECWU search converges on Chimney Rock Park. One member works his way along the bayou's edge. Before 9 a.m., he stops. He's found her. Ashanti Allen, 23 years old, 8 months pregnant, found in the mud near the water. The medical examiner's report is something I won't describe in full. What I will tell you is what court documents confirm. She was strangled. A cord around her neck, twice, tied in a knot. This was not an accident, it was not a crime of passion, it was deliberate. And the surveillance footage from 3:21 a.m., the figure dragging her to that spot, matched Kevin Foe. Houston police had everything they needed. April 17th, Houston police publish Kevin Foe's face. They call him a wanted suspect. They ask for tips. 4 days later, April 21st, the U.S. Marshals Service moves. They find Kevin Foe in Jefferson Parish, Louisiana. He is arrested, booked, held. Houston police charge him with capital murder. Not just for Ashanti, for Jackson too. Under Texas law, killing a pregnant woman, killing her unborn child, is a capital offense. 2 lives, 1 charge. Trisa Gaines Colbert, Ashanti's mother, heard the news from her home. She didn't feel vindicated. She felt the weight of what she'd known from the beginning. I told them from day one, he has my child. He did something with her. As a mother, I knew all along.
Kevin Fox did something to my child. Of course, you have to say alleged, but as a mother, I knew all along that he did something to my child.
1 week after Ashanti's body was found, more than 100 people gather at Chimney Rock Park. The same park, the same bayou. They hold candles, they release balloons, they say her name. 2 names are written on those balloons. Ashanti. Jackson. Her father, Edward Allen, had said it in those first impossible hours, standing in the parking lot of a park where he never imagined he'd have to stand. Being pregnant at 8 months with my first grandson, I can't even tell you how I feel. My body is numb. I don't think I can process the fact that my daughter is gone. Kevin Foe is charged with capital murder, awaiting trial, no public plea entered. But the case doesn't end with an arrest. It never does. What this story leaves behind is a timeline that should make all of us uncomfortable. September 2025, he assaults her, he gets arrested. February 2026, he pleads guilty, he gets sentenced. February 2026, he serves his time, he walks free. April 2026, Ashanti Allen is dead. The system worked exactly as designed. And it wasn't enough. Ashanti was not naive, she was not reckless. She was a 23-year-old woman trying to hold an impossible situation together, a dangerous relationship, a pregnancy, a future she was building anyway. She kept it private, maybe to protect her family from worry, maybe because she still believed it could get better, maybe because leaving is never as simple as people who have never been in that position think it is. She deserved to hold Jackson. She deserved to watch him grow up. She deserved to be here. Someone knows what happened to Ashanti Allen. A man is in custody, a trial is coming. But I want you to leave this video thinking about one thing. The system saw Kevin Foe coming. It logged him, it processed him, it stamped his file and released him back into the world, back into her world. So what does it mean that we keep acting surprised when the file isn't enough?